So let's jump to this story first before we get to the Elon Musk stuff. We have this from Grit Daily. I'm not familiar with Grit Daily, and I think they're wrong on this story. Here's what they said. Following PR crisis, PayPal again updates TOS, hoping you won't notice. They say as far as PR crises go, PayPal has gotten itself into quite a predicament. On October 8th, the company updated its terms of service to include a clause enabling it to withdraw $2,500 from users' bank accounts simply for posting anything the company deems as misinformation or offensive. Unsurprisingly, the backlash was instant and massive. Who would have guessed that the consumers don't want a company to police their speech and threaten to drain their bank accounts? Aside from the fact that the clause is a fool's errand because there's literally no way for the company to legitimately determine what is or isn't misinformation. Okay, full stop, guys. They would. It actually said at their discretion. So he goes on to say it's another case of big tech overreach. So a lot of people are pointing it out, but let me do this. Here's PayPal's actual user agreement. It says if you are this is current right now. I just Googled it. If you are a current seller and receive funds for transactions that violate the acceptable use policy, then in addition to being subject to the above actions, you will be liable to PayPal for the amount of PayPal's damages caused by your violations of the acceptable use policy. You acknowledge and agree that $2,500 per violation of the AUP is presently a reasonable minimum estimate of PayPal's actual damages, including but not limited to internal administrative costs incurred, blah, blah, blah. So there it is. They're not saying right now they are going to deduct it from your account, but it is there. And right now, so this is an archive from 2 years ago, which basically says the exact same thing. You acknowledge and agree that $2,500 per violation is reasonable minimum estimate. Here's what they determine currently to be unacceptable. The promotion of hate, violence, racial, or other forms of intolerance that is discriminatory or the financial exploitation of a crime. So, of course, that's at their discretion. So let me just stress right now, and, admittedly, this is at risk to us. We still have many members of our website, timcast.com, who are using PayPal. If that's you, I recommend you sign up using Parallel Economy. Send an email to members@timcast.com. We will do our best to help you get switched over. It's not super easy, but we used to use PayPal. We removed it from the website, but there are still many people who still do use it. It's still there. If you are using PayPal, you need to find an alternative. I recommend Parallel Economy. That's Dan Bongino's company. They got a lot of work to do to get set up. It's not as easy with, PayPal. You click, you open an account, it's done. That's why they dominate. But we've got to get away from this stuff because right now they said it right there. You agree that $2,500 is reasonable damages if you espouse discriminatory speech. What does that mean? Does that mean if I say something like, on average, I would prefer a male firefighter to save me over a female one? Look, like I'm not going to play games. I think it doesn't matter if you're a male or a female if you want to be a firefighter, but on average, based on muscle mass, bone density, and height, it's probably going to be you preferring a male. What I mean by that is there are 6 foot tall women who are super strong. I'll tell you this. I would rather see a 6 foot tall woman than a 5 foot tall man if I was trapped in a burning building and needed help. However, typically you're going to see the height skew. Men are going to be taller and more muscle mass. If I say that was PayPal going to boot us from our website, are they going to kick off our customers? Are they going to charge me now $2,500 per customer? What is this stupid game?
Well, it's per violation. And they're saying that if you, one of the things they're saying is that if you incur damage to PayPal's brand, so if I tell people to cancel their PayPal account, they could say, hey, every time that was uttered, every play that video had, if I have 10,000 views, every one of those views counts towards an instance of the violation of denouncing our brand. Like, I'm canceling my PayPal account tonight. I've been using it for 20 years. I'm done with it. And
I want to stress, it does say PayPal may deduct such damages directly from any existing balance in any PayPal account you control. So let me stress, right now at paypal.com, they say they may deduct at minimum $2,500 if you engage in a variety of activities, including discriminatory speech, promotion of hate.
Yeah. Now, who gets to decide what is discriminatory speech? Who gets to decide what is, quote, hate? Why are these rules so general, vague, and to the point where it could be interpreted in so many different ways? They do that because, again, this is akin to a social credit score. They know PayPal is one of the biggest online banking institutions on the entire internet. And right now, they're saying, we can do whatever we want. We want to steal money from you? We will, which is absolutely crazy. Will they fine me for having a PayPal account right now? Maybe, who knows? That's how vague these rules are. And again, PayPal has been becoming more of an activist organization more and more. They work with the SPLC, a discredited organization that has been successfully sued before for defaming people, for lying about people. They actually moved out of North Carolina because North Carolina decided to have a policy where they said biological sex individuals, people have to use bathrooms based on their biological sex. So they're acting more and more like an organization that wants to, of course, play political games and push their political ideas rather than, of course, just be a bank. Just be a bank for frick's sakes. It's not that hard.
I just want to point out, it's funny that this policy has been in place for years and no one knew. It was kind of, but it's like nobody actually read the terms and conditions.
It was kind of like when Zuckerberg went on Rogan and was like, yeah, the FBI asked us to censor. And no one really, like, it was obvious. We all kind of knew that for the last few years since he testified, but it was like, I think Minds tweeted out, Bill Ottman tweeted it out. It was like, yo, everyone focus on this because that's crazy. Well, everyone focus on this PayPal clause. Did they say they can also take $2,500 out of your bank account?
Out of your PayPal account. It also says items that are considered obscene. Obscene by who?
Yeah, really? Like I don't even want to start talking about sexual toys.
The other layer here is not just, all right, what are they going to punish here? Discriminatory speech, hate speech, but damage to their brand, which they're saying, well, we can't really tell you what the damage to our brand is, so we're going to put in this little liquidated damages clause for $2,500. So not only are they determining what's hate speech, what's discriminatory, but also what's damaging to their brand, which none of it's going to be damaging to their brand, but they put that in there as just another layer for them to enforce it and saying, well, this is why we need to do it.
These rules are damaging to their brand. It also says, Luke, you might want to earmuffs this one. It says content that relates to transactions involving ammunition, firearms, or certain firearm parts or accessories.
Blasphemy. Absolutely horrible. I mean, that right there just shows you how much of a political organization that they are, how they're just playing, again, social justice warrior politics that they're trying to push for the forefront. In reality, people just want a bank. People just want to use finance. People just want to be able to trade and barter and, of course, make money and sell money and sell products. Why are we having to deal with all this nonsense? Why are they putting these rules into place? That's a question that I think a lot of PayPal users should be asking themselves today.
I used to feel like I needed a PayPal account because paying online was really a hassle. I'd have to put in my bank card. I'd have to put in this. Now that data's saved for me. I don't need to go through. It's like, do I want to pay with my card that's saved in Steam or do I want to pay with PayPal? It's like 50-50 coin toss. I don't need PayPal. I don't need it for anything at the moment. Nothing. And then they have things like Stripe, which are doing the exact same function.
Newer, better. So
privately owned.
That's why we use Stripe, and we default Parallel Economy. So if you want to become a member at Timcast.com, using Parallel Economy supports the company, which is Dan Bongino's company. We use Rumble infrastructure for everything, and you support us directly. So
I'm very excited about Parallel Economy
too.
I got a question. I mean, I see a copy of Genderqueer there. Does that mean that somebody would violate PayPal's rules if they, sell that book or promote that book online?
Well, it's only determined by the people that are running PayPal, unfortunately.
No, technically yes, but it does say sexually oriented materials or services. Well, it says certain, but it's obscene. A lot of people consider that obscene. So if they use PayPal to transact for that, can't you use PayPal for Amazon or no? Can you?
I think so.
Can. Yeah, I think you can.
Oh, we got a problem here, PayPal.
Let me check.
Amazon is outright violating your policies because Amazon sells a whole lot.
I haven't used it in a while, but
I'm going to do it right now and see if I can pull up a PayPal.
Cool.
Man, I've had PayPal for 20 years. Why are these companies getting political?
PayPal's always been bad.
Well, Elon started the thing. And what's his name?
Peter Thiel.
Peter Thiel.
Yeah.
That's how they
other guys.
That's how they exploded onto the scene.
Well, that's how they got a lot of their,
Can you buy money using PayPal, Ian, on Amazon? You got to be able to, right?
I would think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. There's also a lot of gun
think so.
accessories on Amazon as well that are available to purchase. But I think a lot of this correlates with the ESG score. It could be people at PayPal being like, hey, we want more investment money. Hey, we want more Federal Reserve BlackRock money. Hey, how do we do that? Let's just do exactly what they want us to do and implement the ESG social credit score system where, of course, we comply, we push all the woke nonsense, we push all the politicking onto the individuals, and we make sure that, of course, we play along with the game that the globalists and other centralized bankers want us to play.
I do not see PayPal on Amazon, to be honest.
Oh, okay, then maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not.
Maybe not, because otherwise they'd be violating their own policies. Thanks for checking out this segment from the Timcast IRL podcast. But if you want to check out the full show live, tune in Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. And if you want more special access content, head over to timcast.com and become a member. Your membership helps sustain this company, keep our journalists employed, makes this show happen, and you will get access to exclusive members-only segments of the Timcast IRL podcast, and there's a massive library to check out. So again, go to timcast.com or tune in Monday through Friday at 8 p.m., and we'll see you all there.